All right. So this is gonna be lesson 7. This is gonna be a long, I think, lesson. So this one says in problem 1 and 2, find LHA, declination, and assume longitude. In problems 3, 4, and 5, in addition to LHA, declination, intercept, and azimuth. It says on February 16, 1981, a vessel is in the DR position 26 degrees, 18 minutes south, 16 degrees, 28 minutes east at GMT 0920, 04 seconds, and the observation of the sun is taken. Okay, so we are, uh, well, for lesson 6, I want you all to I put up a second file on it if you're following this, um, where it does the same thing, but it just goes all the way through doing a plot. So just check that out. And for this one, let's just talk about. These are kind of like the rules for the sun, the stars, the planets, and the moon. The corrections are going to be hidden. So, for example, for the sun, you are only going to be doing the D correction. You're gonna take your the Nautical Almanac, and you're gonna find GHA and the D correction, and for the stars, you're gonna be doing the finding SHA, declination, and your GHA of Aries, and you're gonna hit other corrections. For planets, you're gonna be hitting D corrections and V corrections. You're gonna find all of that. And for the moon, you find V and D. So make sure you're not finding a V correction somehow for your sun. Okay. So let's go to the information that was provided. On the first one, they told you that they give you your position, your DR position, so you put it in, right? And then they're giving you your GMT time, right? So you put it in there, um, and it's the sun, and they're telling you your date, right? So they're giving you your date, so February 16, 1984. So how do we solve this? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open our almanac, and first thing we are going to do is we are going to go to our date. So let's go to February 16. A little too much. All right, so um, if you are looking at your book, which I have here, and you should buy this book as well. On the left side, on the right side of the book, you're gonna have sun, moon, and twilight, moonrise. You're gonna use that for sunset and sunrise. And, all right, and then for um, the on the left side, you're gonna have your GHO varies, Venus, the planets, and the stars, right? So, as I said, left side of the book is gonna have this, right side is gonna have this, same dates, right? So 16, we're doing the right side of the book, which is this, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your um, you're gonna follow the rules, right? So it says plug in the values, which you have, and then it says use date and use the almanac, right? So February 16, and it says use the GMT hour. So the GMT hour is 9. So that's 311. And you're going to put that 311.28, 311. Hold up, did I mess something up? February 16. 327.2. Did I mess something up? I think I did. February 16. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. The day is 15, 16, and 17. Whoops, big mistake. All right. You see how easy it is? All right, to make a mistake. So 311.28, right? 311.28. You have it right here, and you have, so this is south 1220.8. This is going to be the same thing, right? So you're going to transfer all those values. You're going to, let me, February 16. And you see that 311.28, you put it there, and you tabulate it because you found it. It's south 12 18.2. So now we have those two values. Now what you're gonna do next, it says oh, and I'm sorry, and on this, so then you find your 311.28, you find your GHA, you find your tabulated declination, and you go to the bottom and you find your D, 0.9, right? 0.9. And now, if the values are decreasing, then it's negative. If the values are increasing, then it's positive, right? So 28, 20.8, 20, so it's decreasing, right? So you're gonna take your D correction and you're gonna put it here. So we found this right here. We found this right here, and you see right here it says positive or negative. It was 0.9, the D correction. Once again, 0.9, and it's negative, right? So 0, negative 0.9, right? So now we got everything that we can from so far. So now we're gonna take the minutes, 20 and 4 seconds, and we're gonna go all the way to the back, all the way to the back. So increments and corrections, right? It says 24, 25. We're looking at 20. So 20, right? So 20 and 4, 20 and 4 is 5. Remember, Sun, Aries, Moon, V and D correction, same thing. So for the 20, you are on the right page. You see that? 20. And it is 4 seconds, so that's 5 and 1 minute. And then you're gonna put that value here, 5 and 1 minute, and you're going to change your correction into the value that you're actually gonna have to switch. So it was 0.9, so 0.9, it's 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, so that's actually what you're gonna apply. That's the correction that you're gonna apply. So then next step says add, it says solve for your true declination. You have all your values. So 12 comes down, 18.2 minus 0.3 is 17.1. And let's do the A latitude now, right? So we're gonna plot it, and you can see it here, 2618. We're going south, so we're coming down. So 2618, you're still staying really close to that line. And then your A longitude is 1628. Give me 1 second, guys. Uh, so you're going to go 16. Remember, Greenwich is here. 15, 16, 17, and it's still what is it? 28. So it's right on the brink of being on this side, but it's still here, still on this side, right? So for our A latitude, um, you're going to be using 26 because it's the closest thing. Remember, you're going to be using the A latitude of 26 if it's 27, 25, 31 to 26, 29, right? To be honest, don't quote me on what happens when you have a 30. I cannot recall, and hopefully we don't have something like that. I'm sure I can figure it out, but you know, um, I should probably know. Shame on me. Then we're gonna continue, and so we got this right. 26 south and south, south, same, right? Then what you're gonna continue with is east, right? So we had this, we had this, we added them both, so we're 316, 29. And now remember, east, you add the difference to go to the top, right? So we're gonna go 31 because 60 minus 29 is 31, right? And that becomes a 0, but we have a 1. We're thinking about that. And now 316, right? So we have 31 minutes, right? 31, and we are going to be using, if we're either going to be using 1431, 1531, or 1631. And which one is closest? 16, right? Or 1731. But this is obviously 31. It's closest to that DR. So it's 16. Let's see if I'm correct. 16. Perfect. So we're going to add it. 16, 316 plus 16 plus 1. Double check my work. 316 plus 1 plus the 16. It's 333. Perfect. And let's continue with the T. Remember that we said your LHA is from M west counterclockwise to the body, and it's 333, so it's gonna be somewhere around here, right? So you do the line right here, and remember your T is gonna be from your M, either east or west, less than 180. So it's gonna be this angle right here, and that's the reason why it's east. And why is it nice to do the T as well? Because when you come down here, you don't have to think about it. You can just look at your E if you did it correctly, and you just circle it. So you can circle it right here. It was A latitude is south, so south and east, right? Cool. So now we got that, and we solve for this, and that is it for that. Now let's do a star. A star, it is, if you can plug in the values again. You can pause, plug in the values, and I'll run through it. So you got all those values. So September 29, right? September 29. September 29. Let me reply to this message real quick. Um, all right, so now for the stars, the rule is you plug in the values, use your date. So we are going on September 29. September 29 right here, right? But remember, we got September 29 for the sun and the moon, but we're using a star, so we're gonna be here, right? September 29 stars, right? So we're gonna get our SHA first, and we were given the one with the P, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce that. and you get it right here, right? So you see it's SHA and declination, right? So we are going to 245, 25.2, 245, 25.2, and your declination, it is north 16.6, north 16.6 for the stars, and for the stars you don't do corrections. That's just the rule. There's theory behind it. Sorry that I don't recall it right now. I think it's because they stay relatively the same, if I'm not incorrect. That's why we use that to navigate. Um, but you put them here. You don't need to do anything to it. Let's make it a little smaller. That way we can see everything. So now we plot your DR position, right? That way we can solve for this. So we have 39. We're going, what is it? North, right? So 38, 39, 40. It is 39.55. So 39.55 is super close to 40. That is the reason why we use the 40. Are they the same? Yes, they are. So it's the same. Now let's solve for the rest. And we plotted 60, what was it, west? So 61, 62, and 62 to 40. So it's right here. So it's close to 63, right? So now let's go on the date, September 29. We are on September 29th. We're going to get our GHA of Aries at 15 hours. 15 hours right here. 29, 15 hours, 2:33:17. 2, am I messing something up again? Oh no. September 29th. Am I not in September? Yes, I am. So GHA of Aries, it is September 29. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 8 hours. If you look at the problem, it's 8 hours. I'm looking at 29, my bad. I don't know what I was doing. I was using the third problem. 8 hours, it is 127, 127.59.7. So you're gonna take that value and you're gonna put it here, 127.59.7. And then you are going to take your minutes. So you're gonna go to the back. So let's see, 30, 30, 30. We're gonna go to 30 minutes and 18 seconds, 18 seconds, and that is Aries. So now we're using Aries because we found the GHA of Aries, right? So it's 735.7. We got that value. What was it? 735.7. 735.7. We are going to add all these values, okay? And remember, it's going to be like 400 or something, or 300, or if it's over 360, you have to bring it down. Take 360, which will be it's going to give you your, let's say 370 with 20 seconds. Take away 359 and 60 seconds. Okay, do the math. You are going to end up with, I don't know what I wrote there, but I think it's like, let's do the math. That way it's so bad. 245 plus 127 plus 007, it's 379, and then it's 25.2 and 59.7 and 35.7. So 25, 59, and 35.7. That gives you 120.6, right? So from the bat, just take 62 times 120 minus 120. So that gives you 0.60, and you add to the degrees, so 281, and then you're gonna take 360 from that. So 360, 381 minus 360, it's 21. So we ended up with 21. So we ended up with 21. Yep, we ended up with 21. So I should have, put it on the side right here, like 21, that's gonna be what we're actually using. And then we are going to, what is it? Are we west or east? We are west, so we bring it down. So we brought this down, becomes 0. And 21, and so it's 6.6, right? So it's 0.6. So it's, since remember we're right here, 0.6 we either have 61.6, 62.6, or 63.6. This is the closest one to our DR, so 63. So 21 minus, what was it? Minus 63, because we used the 63. Minus 63 gives us negative 42 plus 360. It's 318, right? Because we got a negative value. Rewind that again. We got 381.6. We took away 360, so this you can erase right here and make it 21. We were west. We brought this down, 0. We don't have anything, like we don't have that 1 on the side. We have 21 here minus the 63. So 21 minus 63, negative 42, and obviously you cannot have a negative value. So plus 360 is 318, 318, 0. And once again, 318, GHA is 318 somewhere here, I mean LHA somewhere here. So our T is going to be 84. From M going east or west. Same thing with the other star. Now Venus, we are going, when we do planets, we are going to plug in the values, pause it, plug in the values. We are going to then go to the date, which is August 24. May, August 24. Perfect. Look at that. August 24, right? And we're doing Venus, right? So the first thing that you're going to do is go on the date. It is August 24, Venus. You're going to find your GHA, which is at the 5 hours. So 5 hours, 221, 1.4, 221, 1.4. And our correction is at 5 hours. It is going to be south 2 degrees 11.1, south. For planets you do need a correction, 2 11.1. Where are we? 5 11.1. It is going up, so it's gonna be positive, right? And the correction is V and D, so you do both V and D, negative 0.2 and 1.3. So the correction is, the V correction is going to be up here, 0.2 negative, and they give you your correction as 0.13. So remember it was positive, so it's here. Remember that the V correction is whatever they give you here. Your D correction is what's happening. Is it increasing or is it decreasing? So on this one it's going positive, so that's why it's positive. Now we're gonna go to the back. We're gonna go to the back. 48 minutes 31 seconds. 48 minutes 31 seconds. Planets. So 12 7.8. You can look at that. 12 7.8. And the corrections were 0.2. Look at the correction. 0.2, 0.2 stays the same. Don't change the sign. It's the same thing. It's whatever they give you on the book. And for your D correction, your D correction was 1.3. Let's look for 1.3, 1.1. It was positive. It could be negative, but it's positive in this case, so 0.11. Once again, plot it. We are 17, 16. What's going on here? Okay, so I thought it was 16. 17 north, 18 north, 19 north. It's 1914, 1914, so it's right there. And 40, what was that, 4750? So 47, we're going east. So 47, 48, 49, 50, really close to the 48. So our A latitude is going to be 18 north. So that's where we got our 18 north, right? And you can just apply the correction. You applied it. 11.1 minus plus 1.1 is 12.2. Are they the same? No, they're not. So contrary. Now let's continue here. I think we already got this. Let's do the math. So we're going to be doing 221 plus 12. It's 233. That checks out. And now all your corrections. So plus 2. You're also doing your corrections, so minus 0.2 plus the 1.4 plus 7.4. That gives you 8.6. I'm messing something up right here. 7.8 plus 1.4. That gives you 9.2 minus 0.2. Oh yeah, okay, so 9. Perfect. So just add them, take away the correction. Okay, so we're here now. We are at our GHA, right? And what were we? We are going east, right? So remember, east to get our A longitude, go up. So the difference. So 51, 0, 0. This 2 becomes 60, but keep it 0, 0. You have 1 on the side. And 9. So what's it going to be? 49, 47, 9 minutes, or 48, 9 minutes. 48, 9 minutes, because it's closer to our DR position, less than 30. If you go 30 this way, you're going to hit that. If you go this way, it's not going to hit the 47, 9 minutes. Okay? So that's why we use the 48. Wait, what? Let me make sure 51. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 51. I'm so sorry, guys. It's 51. I'm making a lot of mistakes here. Because it's the difference right here. So 51. So 40. It could be 46. 51, 47, 51, or 48, 51. Obviously, it's 51. Our DR position was 50. That's only a minute away. So we're using 47. And now we add them. So 233 plus 47 is 280. And 9 and that. Remember, we had a 1 on the side. 281. Once again, GHA. LHA, goes from M counterclockwise or west 281 is going to be around here, and our T is from M, east or west, less than 180, so that's 79 east. If you had to solve this, you already know how to do it. You know how to do this. We're not going to go over that. I don't want to waste your time. And then, so we got that. Now you know how to do that. And let's hit the moon. So the moon is going to be the same thing. I'm not even going to run through it. You got your D latitude, D longitude, your GMT. You're going to find, you're also going to, I'll just show you. The moon has the same things. It has your GHA here. Your V correction is going to be here. You know what? Let's just run through it just to make sure that I do it. So what were we given? We were given July 12th. July 12th. July 12th. So we are here on the top. 6 hours, 260. July 12th. That's 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Right here, 146, 55.6. 146, 55.6. Let's put at the bottom right here. There you go. We got 14.1 for our V correction. 14.1. And it is going to be a V correction. Then the V correction doesn't change. Then we get our declination. It is 6. So south 14.69. South 14.6.9. And the D correction, we might have to use the HP, but we haven't hit that topic yet. 7.7 for our D, and it's going down, so negative. Our D correction is 8. What? Oh yeah, it is 8. I'm sorry. It is 8. 8. It's positive. If it's okay, I might have messed that part up. That should be negative, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure I messed that up. But anyway, you know the rule. You have the rules on the on this piece of paper, and then you go on the back. You get your GHA minutes. You do your V and D. You find it. You apply it, and the rest you guys know how to do at this point. And then just solve it. I don't want to take more of your time. If you have any questions, just say something on the group chat. I'll, help out. All right.